I think that there is a point in everybody's life where they can no longer enjoy Scooby Doo. There comes a point where you start to realize that the person who is the villain of the piece also happens to be the person who isn't the main characters. The gang will go to a haunted house and meet the innkeeper, and that's the only other person that they meet. And then there's this ghost, and who do you think the ghost is? I remember there was some episode that I saw when I was a kid, and they were investigating this haunted amusement park, because why not? And they met the night watchman, and then stuff, went crazy at the amusement park. And so who did it? Wrong. It was the owner of the amusement park, who we hadn't met until the night watchman then explained, that person that you just unmasked, he's my boss. Great writing, guys. We have these rules about how fictional stories are supposed to work. The characters should have all been introduced to us before they're revealed as a master supervillain. That's probably a good rule. When you're a kid, you'll learn the hero always wins. Batman always wins. And that's a relief, frankly, because it'd be terrifying having to worry for the safety of everybody. But as you grow up, you'll eventually have to read a book or see a play or watch a movie where the good guys don't win. And then that's a bit of a shock the first time, and maybe even the second time. And then, just becomes a sort of thing. We're like, okay, I understand the rule of this is that you want to get us very invested in the protagonists so that their deaths mean something. If they just die for no reason, then it doesn't mean much either. So we still got some rules that we understand here. There are kind of two ways that this can go. You got comedy and tragedy. It's good. And as time goes on, you start to build in more and more rules. If it's a horror movie and there are a bunch of good characters, one of them is going to survive. And it might not be your favorite one, but you can be reasonably confident that the remaining one is at least interesting enough to be on camera for a while, so that it'll be okay. And you can even start to get more complex. I remember when I first started watching Joss Whedon stuff, I was super, super excited because people died for no good reason. It was awesome. Of course, now it's become its own sort of cliche, and we all kind of know what happens when you see this. Yeah, it's me. Listen, I know things haven't been going great, and I know that's my fault. I just I wanted to call and tell you that I love you more than I can say, and I can't imagine a world without you and the kids in my life. Yeah. No, I'll be home soon, and I'm just gonna go help my co-star defeat the big bad. It's gonna be super easy. They're already heavily compromised. So this is just a last little wrap it up sort of thing. But the point is, I love you deeply for so many reasons, and I think you get the point, right? Sorry, what? It gets to the point where you can go, yeah, called it. They died because of reasons, or they died because explicitly no reason, to prove a point about death being sometimes meaningless. Called it. We watch so much and we imbibe so much just to get to be a point where we're just yeah, you didn't have to write the second half of that book. You set up all the things. I know how it goes. And then I realized something super, super awesome. Humans have terrible brains and we die. The sheer scope of stories that are out there are enough that we could never possibly get through a tiny fraction of them in a single lifetime, which means that we can never fail to be surprised. And even better than that, our memories are so bad that you can go back and watch or read something a few years later and not remember it. So you can even make a note, being this is a good thing, you will enjoy this a lot, and still not remember it. And you just got a list of things you're already pre-guaranteed to enjoy. That's pretty cool. I've been sick, unfortunately, this week, so my brain is still a little addled, but I hope you're doing well, and I will talk to you soon. Cheers.